I mean, no. The left acts like the party of morals when their guy would be on the losing end of a physical altercation. Again, love to play victim, but have zero problem using violence to support their party's goals. Look, violence is a thing, folks, as bad as it is, but at the end of the day, we're still animals. All these overeducated philosophizers can try to justify how we're better than that, or how that conduct is unbecoming, all they want, but at the end of the day, they're wrong. I'm right. Look, I hate violence. I've seen a lot of it in my life. It always ends badly for one side of the equation, sometimes both. But it's always the end result in an unsolvable conflict throughout human history. But even now, look, a criminal breaks into your house. What are you going to do? Show him your diploma to dissuade him from killing your family? No. You're going to grab a gun, a bat, or whatever you can and hand out a free trip to the ER to protect your family. When a foreign country threatens us, or at least how it was up until about 3 years ago, we would go there in the middle of the night and hand out a bunch of dirt naps. Diplomacy is great, folks. It should always be the first resort. But we have 11 carrier battle groups, nuclear weapons, and a bunch of war-hungry sled dogs on the ready to back up that diplomacy. Why? Because peace through strength. That's why. Anyone who's ever witnessed the need for masculinity or strength would agree with me. I don't go looking for a fight, but you better believe I'll never back down from one. But our society has tried at every level to dissuade and even shame men from being men. Hell, the military is now even paying to make men into women. Our testosterone levels nationally have dropped dramatically over the last half century. Oh, why is that, Carl? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because instead of letting kids play outside and eat dirt, we shove an iPad in their face. When they have fights at school, we medicate them into borderline comas instead of letting them learn a lesson not to run their mouth on the playground. We have replaced dodgeball with drag queen story hour because the same scientists who gave us 4 years of 14 days to flatten the curve are telling us that Lucky Charms are healthier than steak. And when you get fat from that diet, all these same experts say that we should adhere to, we live in a society where you can't even criticize it because it doesn't support the body positivity movement. Give me a break. Our kids are being taught that masculinity is a problem. Our country is crumbling, and the boys we are raising now, 76% of their teachers are female. Nearly 50% of young boys are raised primarily by single mothers. 90% of babysitters and daycare workers are women. Perhaps it's not toxic masculinity that's the problem. Maybe it's the lack of masculinity in our children's lives that's the real problem. We have removed nearly all competition from society. You get a trophy for losing now. Masculinity is needed in society, and I got the receipts. Right here. Fatherless children or households where the father is not present are 4 times more likely to live in poverty, and that's according to the U.S. Census Bureau. According to Health and Human Services, fatherless homes and children who grow up without them are more than twice as likely to have drug and alcohol problems. And according to the Bureau of Crime Statistics, intact families are less than half as likely to have delinquent children. Weird. But yeah. Let's make it seem like a fight on the playground is the end of the world. You, Bernie Sanders, you say Senator Mark Wayne Mullen standing up was unbecoming of a United States Senator. Bernie, I say unbecoming not to call someone out who threatens you. We're not above violence. It should be a last resort. But why should 2 consenting adults willing to settle the matter the old-fashioned way be wrong? I'd bet you a 36-ounce rare ribeye steak that our founding fathers would have wholeheartedly agreed with me. Alexander Hamilton definitely would have. He died in a duel walking the walk. Men need to have hands tough enough to kill a man, smart enough to author the Declaration of Independence, and gentle enough to rock a newborn to sleep. And the real art of masculinity is knowing how and when to choose which one is the right for each application. So here's to you, gun-toting, meat-eating, flag-waving, calloused hands, real men out there. Stay masculine.